Hello everybody, my name is Susie Berry and I run a little business called Serene Senses. I usually deliver massages along with guided meditation, and I do crystal therapy and card readings, all of which you can get personally. But today I have just finished doing a little class on the lungs, and hopefully if you want to, you can settle yourself in and you are going to enjoy a lovely meditation all about how to feel inspired. So I'm going to be working with a few crystals now. It amazes me. I've been working with crystals for 10 years plus now, and it's so weird. They really have a life of their own sometimes. So I thought that I took absolutely all of my crystals out to the garden and have them all sitting out in a big bed for myself, just getting cleansed by the sun and the moon. And I kept on dowsing for what I might want to use for the meditation, and my dowser kept on drawing me back to my jewellery box, and I thought, oh, what's going on? And it so turns out I had a little piece of Dalmatian jasper in there, and this little stone, which also begins with a D. My mind has escaped my mind right now. But this one is for helping with the lungs and heart, because it works with your heart chakra, which is the green colour, and white for the lungs and the metal element. So I thought that was really interesting, and then I was just drawn towards working with a shell as well. And what I do when I'm working with crystals is I just hold on to them and see what messages come to me and how I can put that into meditation. So when I first started working with crystals, it was very odd. I've just kind of got used to the fact that they pop images in my head and sentences, and I just know. The way that I was teaching before, we were working with the neurovasculars. So you have main neurovascular points on the front of your head, and that holding here just naturally brings the blood flow from the back of your head to your front. If you're stressed out, it can be really nice to hold here. Donna Eden calls these points the oh my god points. If you want to, you can hold here together with your baby soft spot, which is your lung neurovascular, or you can hold there together with two neurovascular points on either side of the back of your head. So just bring your hand in a little claw like so onto your occipital ridge, and you can lie like that, or you can hold the occipital ridge together with the baby soft spot. So just take a few deep breaths on either one. So I'm just going to run through that again. So what I want you to do is just take a little body scan just now. See how you're feeling. And you're going to do a nice deep breath with each one and see how they feel. So starting off, one hand onto your head, one hand onto the top of your head. Nice deep breath in and out. And just see how that feels. And then move the one on the top of your head round to the back. And again, nice deep breath in and out. And see how that feels. And then move the hand from your forehead up to your baby soft spot. Breathing in and out. So I'd like you, while you're meditating, to just hold any of those poses. I would imagine probably after a little while that holding your arms like this, if you want to do your meditation, it's going to get tiring. Just holding your arms up. You want to make sure you're holding your arms up, but don't have your shoulders up here. You want to do all of the work with your lats, and you never want to hold your arms up via your trapezium, because it just puts unnecessary pressure there. If you would rather just do the meditation sitting, then you can just hold your hands like so on your lap, and that's just a nice helps. It's a nice mudra that helps with breathing, because you're stimulating the end of your lung meridian, which is on your thumb, together with your large intestine. So this helps with the metal element. So that's why this is quite traditionally a mudra that is held during meditation. So you can stimulate both meridians just by holding here. So either hold the head points that I've just been through, lying back, or if you're sitting up, hold them like so. Just take a moment to settle yourself in. You can either get comfy on the bed or sit up. This meditation can be done just now if you want to listen to it and then continue on with the rest of your day, or go to sleep, that's fine. Get yourself settled in, get yourself a glass of water if you want to, and take a few nice deep breaths. Okay. As you breathe in, I'd like you to just make a nice noise, just letting go. So just breathing in through your nose. And just imagine that there's this sense of grief or sorrow that's kind of been built up inside your lungs, like a ball that's really holding on to all this tension. And as you breathe out with that noise, you're just going to deflate that ball, just let go of everything. So just breathing in. Okay. And just let your breathing come back to neutral now. And just let go of any grief there. And just bring your attention to anything that's been inspiring you over the past week. I know it can perhaps feel difficult to be inspired when you're stuck at home, but you might have watched videos that's really inspired you, or appreciated a nice piece of art or some poetry. Just imagine breathing that in. So think of one thing or person that has inspired you, and just imagine as you breathe in, drawing that into yourself. Just remembering that every breath that you take in is a gift from the universe. Allowing yourself to be inspired and drawing that energy in. And just gently focusing in on each of your senses. So focusing in on how each breath sounds. I'm just going to gently play some music from Simply Hypnotic, and I hope you enjoy it, and just appreciate a little bit of your sense of hearing. And just notice how when you can appreciate your sense of hearing, your muscles just start to loosen off. Begin to gently scan from your head down to your feet, appreciating your sense of touch as you notice the tension dropping out of your head and your neck, feeling yourself getting that little bit heavier on the chair or the bed that you're sitting in. As you just appreciate that feeling of safety wherever you are, you can let your shoulders drop, taking in a nice deep breath and just appreciating whatever smells are around you just now. As you breathe out, just letting go of any tension in your torso, feeling your rib cage expand and contract without any sense of push or pull, just breathing in gently and easily. And with each breath that you take in, you feel more and more inspired. With each breath that you let go, you can let go of any sorrows. You can just breathe all the more easily now. Feeling your abdomen rise and fall. You might notice the sense of taste in your mouth. Just notice your own tongue and release the tension around your jaw. Noticing your jaw and your abdomen. Just releasing all tension together. Letting out that big sigh. Letting all your tension go out of your legs, drifting off your toes one by one. As you do so, you can just feel in your wrists, just feeling below your thumb, just letting any tension drift off your thumbs. With each breath being so deep, so easy. As each breath becomes deeper and deeper now, you can find yourself in that deep sense of relaxation. And the more relaxed you can become, the more you can let your mind drift off. And as it drifts, you find yourself on golden white sands with the purest beach that you've ever encountered, with turquoise waters in front of you, white sands stretching out for miles, and white seashells along the beach. As you find yourself on this beautiful beach, you look out, you see shells dotted along, and you say to yourself, I am coming to get you. Because those shells represent a sense of inspiration. Those shells represent what you need to drive you forward in life. Those shells represent purity for your mind, your body, and your soul. So go get them. As you walk along the beach, you take each shell one by one. Gently pick up that little shell, place it to your ear. What do those turquoise seas say to you? Can you hear the waves? Those turquoise waters are calling you to step forward with life. What shells do you pick up? What do they look like? Are they rounded? You find yourself coming to a little conch shell, one that has been home to a little crab. And you pick it up to appreciate that even though that crab is long gone, the shell has been the home to a living being. And even in death, this being has created beauty. And you can be inspired to do the same. Whatever you choose to do with your life, you will leave behind something beautiful in your steps ahead from here. Knowing these little conch shells are homes of happiness for little crabs. Just decide what you might want to do with these little homes as you gather them up one by one. What will they inspire you to do in the days to come? And once you have a few in your collection, you can just set them down in a little pile. And just sit next to that collection for a little while. Look up to the skies and notice little fluffy white clouds as they pass. You might notice each cloud having a shape. You may notice animals. Perhaps even words might come across the skies to you. Just look up. See what you can see up above. What inspiration can you garner from the skies and the heavens above? Look at the clouds. What messages do they bring to you? As you breathe in and out, you can draw those messages close into your heart. Appreciating the blue sky behind them. Perhaps there might be some clouds that represent some worries that you've been holding on to, or some sorrows that you want to let go of. And you can imagine now, as you breathe deeply, your own breathing being connected in the skies above, allowing you to connect to the heavens. As you breathe out, you can just sigh all those worries away, and noticing those clouds drifting off into the distance, leaving you solely with the clouds that inspire and protect you. Some clouds can be useful as a protective blanket, while others can sometimes just be bothersome. And it's time now to just blow away those bothersome clouds. There's no need to hold on to them. Send them off so they can rain down on some distant plain. Not far away, you notice a razor clam stuck out of the sand. And you're just going to take that clam and with it write the word worries into the sand. This pure white sand can only hold on to your worries for a short time. It will be washed clean by the waves in due course. You may wish to take a moment to write down those worries in the sand. Think about how you can summarize what's been on your mind, what's been bothering you and causing you to be sad. You may wish to write the word grief or sorrow or somebody's name. Whatever you choose, know that in time all those sorrows will be washed clean. They don't need to be part of this beautiful beach. Sometimes you have to sit in your sorrows to process them and go through them. And it's important to have that grieving process, but not to live in it. So you can breathe those clouds away. And in your own time, when you feel you're ready to, you walk over to a shell that is flat, like concave, like the pilgrims used to use to gather water on long journeys. And with this shell, you can take some of the seawater and gently pour it over those words. Watch them be washed away. Take your time. Let that turquoise water clear away those sorrows. Watch the sky clear. Until you're left with just a few fluffy white clouds in the sky to keep you happy and inspired. And a clear white beach. In front of you, you can see perfection laid out in the form of a beautiful white hammock in between two palm trees. Let yourself be cradled and protected in that hammock. Gently rock back and forth. And in that hammock, you can get in touch with your own inner child. You feel the gentle rocking of this hammock remind you of times when you were cradled, looked after and cared for. Take a moment to tune in to that inner child. Let that inner child know that you have all these shells to play with now. You can hear the sound of the sea. You can make pictures in the sand. Inspire that inner child. And gently whisper to that inner child, I am sorry that I didn't realize how important you were. Acknowledge where that inner child needs to play. Allow this feeling of peace and serenity to fill your life. Knowing that this peaceful beach can be your own home in your mind, just as the shells are a peaceful home for sea creatures. We can find beauty in the form of pearls scattered along the sand if you look hard enough. Knowing that even in death, pearls can be found as a form of beauty. And we can acknowledge that we are all part of a moving, continual flow of beauty that is only here for a short period of time. And while we're here, let's take care of our inner child. Bring our inner child into oneness with whatever age you are just now, and play in the sand. Let yourself be rocked by that hammock. Feel fully at peace and at ease, letting the sun shine down. Some other time you can come back, play in the turquoise waves. And for just now, you're gently going to come back to the here and now. Bring yourself back in touch with your own body once more. Breathing deeply to notice whatever smells are currently in the room around you. Noticing your sense of touch as you feel your body gently on the bed or the chair that you're sitting in. And let any tension gently be wrung away by the sound of Tibetan chimes. If you wish to, you can always roll over and fall asleep now. Or if you want to carry on with the rest of your day, and do so. Leave me some feedback. Let me know what you found on your beach. And I hope to see you again next week. Thank you very much for listening. Have a lovely night ahead. Bye bye.